Hi. Hello, my dears, and welcome back to my channel, The Divine Mind. It's day-oyabunmi. How you doing? Good to see you. I know it's been a while since I've dropped a reading, but I gotta be honest, I've been on a rest and receptivity kick. Like, I'm the type of person that has been working since I've been like 14 years old. And I keep on working, and I'm super creative, and I'm super intuitive, and and I'm an empath and this and that. And it just goes and it goes and it goes. And I got to a point where I feel like my spirit was like, no, we're gonna shut this down. It's kind of like powering down a robot where it was just like, no, now you're just gonna chill. You're gonna rest and you're gonna be receptive and open to what the universe has for you. So I've been literally in like my divine feminine, honey, just living it up, living luxuriously. I get up and I get pretty and I spray myself with some perfume. And maybe I just chill for the day. I don't know. But no, seriously, I really needed just some recovery because the past 2 years, so much loss, so much death, just a very heavy, energetic atmosphere. And I feel myself lightening up. And I'm so grateful to the divine. So I just wanted to share that with you. So my posting might not be as, like, oh, okay, this is the day it's going to be. I don't know if I have that in me right now. It'll be more free flowing, okay? Because I just need that. My divine femmine's like, okay, we finna just relax. So I wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much for joining me. As usual, I'm so glad to have you here. Shout out to my divine tribe on Patreon. So you're tuning in to the Choose Your Divination Tool message. You have 3 options to choose from. Now, you're going to be choosing between my Divination Cubes. This is a divination tool I actually created based on a dream that my ancestors gave me. Then we're going to do the cards that I created, right? And I'll show you them here and you'll see them in the still as well. So I actually make my own cards. I have a deck on some index cards, and then I made some collage cards. So we'll be doing a reading with that for option 2. And then the last is charms. I've gotten into reading charms as well. So we're going to choose some charms and read that for those who choose number 3. The butterfly fell out. Transformation. It's coming, y'all. So take your time, choose an option, and I'll see you there. And please make sure to like, comment, especially if it resonates, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, hey, for those of you who chose my divination cubes, I feel like because the divination cube idea came from my elevated ancestors, that this might actually be a very good tool for pulling messages from elevated ancestors for you. So I'm thinking the messages you may get today may actually come from your elevated ancestors. If you're interested in a personal reading, I do have the New Year Tarot readings available for a limited time in a limited number. So you better head on over to the website, book it now if you're interested. And then, of course, I have general readings, okay? It's always good to get a personal, in-depth reading if you have a lot going on. So let's get that message for you. Okay, so in addition to the divination cubes, I will be pulling a few cards to get more information, okay? So, oh, nice. Okay, great. So I see the energy we have here is actually the energy that represents the unseen in my system of divination. So this is a time, and it's funny because this is a number 7 year, and 7 can represent like these unseen aspects, going within spirituality, like going beyond the veil, right? And things like that. And that's exactly the energy that we have here for you today. This is a period of quiet for you. If you are someone who has been like running around a lot lately, honestly, that's counterintuitive to what you need to be doing in your life. This is actually a time of peace and quiet for you, introspection. Like, I'll be surprised if the Hermit card doesn't come out. Like, it's just a time to be with self and to check in with self. Some of you are going to receive some divine inspiration and divine support. You may be having dreams that feature elevated ancestors and even some spirit guides. You might not even know that someone is your spirit guide and they're coming into your dreams giving you advice. So if you see someone in your dream who is like an older person, doesn't have to be super old. They usually appear as older people, even by a few years, right? You can tell they're older than you, and they start talking to you and giving you advice and things like that, or they're doing healing work on you in your dreams. That is your spirit guides coming to you. So those of you who chose this option, this is your time to really go within. Some of you need to do some therapy. You have a lot of trauma that you've picked up, particularly in the last 2 years. I'm hearing for some of you, it's been 3 and 4 years. But you need to really get some type of therapy, do shadow work, journaling, meditative practices are really good for you at this time. It's just a time to be and rest. Some of you are very resistant to this because you're just used to going. You're used to going and working and making shit happen, but the divine wants you to rest. And the divine wants you to rest in the knowledge that you are taken care of, protected, and provided for by your divine support system. For some of you, that's very hard because you've been making it happen for so long. And that's something that I've experienced in my life as well. For some of you, if you're into divination, you're going to be doing divination a lot more. And you might be going through a period of enlightenment. Okay? Like something's going on. Something's going on in the unseen. Okay? In the unseen realms. So let's see what the supplemental information is for the people who chose this. We got 2 cards. Got it. So with the Ace of Wands and the 8 of Coins. Now, I usually see the 8 of Coins as external work, going to work, right? And of course, the Ace of Wands is inspiration. But with this 7 here, with this energy of the 7, with the unseen on the board, there is some type of inspiration coming to you that's going to make you do a lot of inner work. Or even if you don't realize that you're doing the inner work, there is like some transformative practice happening within inside of you. Like something's transforming, something's opening up. For some of you, this is an initiation that's happening in the spiritual realms. This person that's doing this work over here in the 8 of Coins, that's internal work that's happening inside of you. This could be your divine support system, your own soul, really working on your behalf to support your overall wellness and growth, to support you going to another level. But this Ace of Wands is definitely a spiritual inspiration for you. Like you're getting some specific inspiration and guidance from the divine. Maybe from an ancestor, because I said this one might be more about ancestor stuff. Some of you, you're really focused on growing your spirituality, your spiritual practices, and you're doing a lot of studying, a lot of focus, a lot of attention to detail. This could actually be spiritual work. You're working really hard on just those more internal things, right? Your spiritual practices, your inner working. Some of you have noticed that some of your thought patterns are very harsh and harmful to you. And so you have decided to really do the work of digging out the gunk, all of this stuff left behind by trauma, and you're reprogramming. They're telling me rewiring your mind. I hear that. Let me see if the cubes have any other messages for us. Those watching this need to know. So just like I opened up talking about how I've been kind of forced into my divine feminine energy, that's coming up. The divine feminine is going to be so instrumental this year, and we all have divine feminine energy. There is something about the nurturing energy within. Again, the work you're doing might be more like inner nurturing yourself, healing yourself. Some of you may be detoxing, doing, some type of healing journey. But there's a focus on going within and really healing the self. Some of you have really harmful mother wounds that formed between you and your mother. Or this is a wound that came down from even before you and your mom. And there's like a healing. I see like a serious in-depth work happening below the surface to really help you. This is interesting for this pile, guys. I feel like there's so much like deep psyche work that's happening with you. I keep thinking of like the depths of the ocean, Olokun, that unseen, hidden, space within that is really being worked on and supported. Okay, I can go on and on, but I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much. If this resonates, please drop a comment below and let me know how. Bye. Hi. So, for those of you who chose my personally created decks, it's your turn. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out my website. The New Year tarot readings are up, and they're almost gone. So you better go on and grab yours if you're interested. There's also other options there. But if you have a lot going on, it's always good to get like a personal reading, okay? But let's see what my cards have to share with you today. What's my divine guys want to share with those watching this pile today? The first card out, procrastination. Stop waiting. You know what you need to do. Get started today. Who am I speaking to? Somebody just got gut checked. I feel it. Who just got gut checked? It wasn't me, because I feel like I'm doing what I need to do. But let me not brag, honey, if I do get gut checked for real. Okay. So you got this beautiful card I created called After the Storm. For some of you, you're still stuck. And this is a collage card. This is made out of it's a collage. Some of you are waiting and in this period of like stillness, stasis, and stuck energy because you are coming out of such a hard time. It's kind of like a bird who's been grounded. Look at the background here, right? Like, who knows what happened there? An explosion, something devastating, something hard and harsh. And it's like this bird was grounded for so long because of this devastation. Maybe it couldn't even see its way. But now the storm has passed and it's time to move. But some of you are still kind of stuck because of the toughness of a situation. So in some cases, I'm going to say that's okay because you need to allow yourself time to heal from whatever the hell you are coming out of, because it's tough. It's tough, right? And give yourself that space to heal, but there are still ways you need to be moving forward. And I feel like the divine has shared with you your own divine mind. Your divine being has shared with you, your support systems have shared with you how you need to be moving, the things you need to be doing. So you might be getting messages that you need to watch what you eat, that you need to exercise more, that you need to allow more rest and joy into your life. It could be things as simple as that. You might have someone who's taken advantage of you, and the divine has been like saying, hey, stop letting this person take advantage of you. And you've been kind of putting it off. And the thing with the divine, with spirit, that you don't want to play around with is if they've been nudging you on something for a while and you ignore it, they might come at you and bring the house down to force you to move. So some of you have the number 8 here, hard work, success, karmic, balance, and just balance in general. For some of you, this storm was around your work or your perceived work. Maybe you're changing careers. Maybe you were in a job that was just really toxic, but the divine wants you to know that it's over. Whatever you're coming out of, you have to remember with life, there's like karmic balance, right? There's these ups and downs, and karma doesn't always mean you did something bad and so you get bad. You did something good and so you get good. Karma is more about cause and effect, right? So see everything that's going on in your life as cause and effect, but don't get stuck, because that's what it's showing me with the procrastination card, that you've gotten stuck somewhere. And the divine wants to let you know that the storm is past and you can actually move now. You can, You got the trust that you are supported card. Some of you are, again, afraid to move, I think, because you've just been through so much. There's like this lingering fear because of what you've gone through that makes you kind of like hesitant now to venture out, to go out, to soar, to fly. But the divine is like, you can do it. For some of you, a hard time is passing in relation to work, in relation to just things in your life that you've given a lot to. Like finally you're starting to see the clouds part because it's after the storm. The divine wants you to know that you are supported. You are supported by them. Hey, I'm back. So we may have had a little interference or gotten cut off. So I'm just going on to the next part here. So the last thing I was saying was that the divine really wants you to trust that you are supported by them, that you are not alone, that they're not just going to leave you out here to just die, to perish, to suffer and struggle all the time. Life is this continuous, balance of like ups and downs and beauty and destruction and things like that. And we have to kind of go along for the ride. But while you're going along for the ride, and even in the lowest of moments, know that you are well, that you are supported, right, by a gang of divine supports. Okay, so we also got the hit your reset button and adjust your attitude card. So remember I was saying there's like this energy of you kind of still feeling like you're still in a bad place, you're still in the storm, you're still struggling, and there's like a fear now. And just energetically, you're still carrying the energy of the storm. Well, the divine is saying through this card here that you need to hit your reset button. And that's why I was saying really focus on your healing, give yourself that time to heal and work through the pain or whatever came from that storm. But at the same time, the divine is like, they're not giving you years to do that. Like, this is your time. This is your time to take action, to move, to do what you need to do. And for some of you, this hit your reset button is about your mindset. Your mindset is still stuck in the storm. Your mindset still has you in this space where you're expecting the worst, you're fearful, you're pessimistic, you're just afraid of the worst happening, of going back into the storm, but it's over. So now you can hit reset and adjust your attitude to prepare you for the new wonderful things that are coming into your life, okay? And then we have the optimism card, which goes along with that. It says, look up, create a brighter outlook by choosing to. Okay, so hitting your reset button, the divine again is talking about your mental state, the programming, the words and the thoughts and the belief patterns that are running through your head consistently. Are you procrastinating because you're a pessimist and you're afraid that things are going to go horribly? Or because, maybe the storm you were in was something where you made a choice and the choice brought the storm, and now you're afraid that your next choice is going to bring the storm. The divine says, look up, create a brighter outlook. Okay? That's how you're going to adjust your attitude in order to move forward. Because right now there's a blockage, there's a stop, and a feeling of being stuck back in that tumultuous past situation, that storm. Let's get one more card. For those watching, they need to know. This would be a great time for you with the Take the Scenic Route card, Great Escapes. This would be a really good time for you to take some type of trip to maybe even if it's a staycation, if you can go away, that's fine. If you can spend some time away, a retreat or something like that. But you can also really create like a staycation type of place in your home. You need something that's going to reset your energy, right? With the hit the reset button card. And sometimes trips can do that for us. Trips and going away and being away, even if it's maybe you live in a house full of people and you get your own Airbnb for a weekend. Like just going off on your own is going to be such a help to you. And the divine says, receive, allow support, kindness, encouragement, and gifts to flow to you. Don't block your blessings. There's a need to open up to a new and lush experience of life. Some of you have gotten bogged down by life. The hardships you just experienced are still with you energetically, and it's time to shake the dust off and to rise again. Okay? I want you to remember the bird in this picture. See yourself soaring, bright, high, and free. You don't have to be stuck in the storm. Thank you. If this resonated, please drop a comment below about how it did, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Charm Pal. How are you? It's day. You already know that, though. So, in order to supplement the reading, I will be using my deck of cards. Okay, so we're going to choose some charms. We're going to get some cards from the deck. But before that, if you're interested in a personal reading, the 2023 tarot check-ins are available on my website. They're going and they're almost gone. So going over to daydreamaustin.com if you're interested in getting that reading, okay? And I also have other readings available. It's always good to get a personal reading if you have a lot of shit going on, okay? Because you're going to need more personalized attention. Okay, so let's see what the divine wants to share with you today. So we have, okay, this is very interesting to me, this combination. We have a scissor charm here with kind of like a heart on top, right? And then we have this heart with what looks like a nurse's hat on top of it. So some of you there's something that you need to cut out of your heart. And this is for me coming up like a heartache, a heartbreak. Something that wounded you in the past really needs to be healed at this time and released energetically. For some of you, if it's been a while since like this heartache, this heartbreak, and you're still really holding on to it, the divine is telling me to share with you that there are energetic cleanses, activities, and things you can do to shift that energy, to push that energy out of your heart. I'm receiving information about doing things to strengthen your heart chakra, to connect to your heart chakra. But there's a need to cut off and cut out wounding, like energetic wounding that's kind of lingering in this space. The divine is showing me that because there is a healing that wants to come to your heart with this little hat here. You know, there's a healing that wants to come to your heart. And you know that you need it. I think some of you feel like, I don't know what to do to get past that. I don't know what to do to get over it. But go do some research. You know, go read some books, watch some videos, look at ways to heal the heart. For some of you, this is intuitive. You'll receive an intuitive hit about something you can do to heal your heart or heal from a heartbreak. For some of you, this has been very hard for you. There is someone here watching, maybe a couple of you, who needs to cut off a toxic connection because it's causing illness, it's causing sickness, or because the connection itself is sick. And I just started feeling like an issue with my throat chakra as soon as I started doing this. You don't want to say what needs to be said. You don't want to stand up to this person. You don't want to disconnect, but that's what the divine wants you to do. There's like a need to disconnect. Some of you have taken on some of the heartaches, heartbreaks, trauma of the past, taken it into your heart space, and have become too serious and stoic, and you're not playing enough with this racket here and this little ball. Some of you used to play either racquetball, tennis, badminton, something with one of these rackets, and you've just stopped doing everything. And even those who didn't play like a physical sport, there's like a despondence and a sadness that's pulling you down and stopping you from moving forward. And it's not allowing you to speak your truth. And you need to speak up. Stand in your power. Some of you need to get your power back. You've allowed someone, some toxic connection, to steal your power. And it's time to bring it back in. A love connection that was once like your everything and your all, now is something that you may be getting tired of or just are over. For some of you, this is how someone feels about your connection that you're in with them. Like you still have hope, you're still connected to it, but they are over it. And you're trying to offer them love and they don't want it anymore, which is why the heart scissor is here. But this is a very hard thing for you to do. I think some of you want to believe, this is a tough reading, and I'm so sorry because I feel the emotion. Some of you want to believe that this is something that can go the distance, that can be healed, that can be fixed, but both of you need to believe that. And this person here, whether it's you or the other person, is not feeling that. They're done with this. They're over this connection. They might be out playing the field, playing around, but something about this doesn't appeal to them anymore. Okay? And I know that's a tough pill to swallow. What else does this group need to know? So I'm trying to remember if this is the Hindu symbol or the Buddhist symbol. But either way, there's like a need. For some of you, the divine is suggesting that you lean on your spiritual practices, you lean on your divine support system, you lean on your guides, your ancestors, you call on your ancestors, because it's like you really need help with whatever this is. You really, really need help. And leaning on your spiritual practice could really help. But I'm also seeing this as a call for you to go towards peace. Like find your internal peace some way, somehow, because you're too invested in this and there's someone else who's not and it's driving you nuts. But the divine wants you to focus on yourself. Start to make plans for yourself. What would your life look like without this person? Would it be sad? Absolutely, initially, right? Yeah. But you have to start looking at what you can create for yourself. The divine also wants you to look at mistakes you may have made or red flags you may have overlooked in forming this relationship. They don't want you to do it in a way where you're beating yourself up or beating yourself down, but that'll help you to avoid them in the future. Some of you, I'm feeling a trip to like the areas where Hinduism, Buddhism are popular. Some of you may be, your spiritual practice may be either one of those. You know, Indian practices, you know, Asian practices, something about that. But also I'm getting, some of you, the way that you fix this is by doing your own thing and stepping away and focusing on your own shit. Like, that's it. And I know to you that sounds like, well, how's that going to fix anything? Because it gives this person who's in this state the time to figure out what's important to them. They have to figure that out. You can't force them to figure it out, okay? And now we have the razor blade. Something needs to be cut. We got scissors and razor. I'm sorry, but this is it. You have to let this go. For some of you, this person will come around and come back and see like, okay, I need this foundation. We've built this strong foundation and solid foundation and relationship, and I need to be a part of this. But with the razor and the scissors, some of you have been disrespected so much, and maybe this person has pushed you away like multiple times, and the divine is just like, free up yourself. Fly free. Go be free. You know, give this person their freedom. But there's something that needs to be cut off, released, so that it may move into a new cycle of life. So you have here a little fairy, the good people, the little people, a little fairy or good people pendant. You're not alone. For some of you, there is magic around you. And I know this is going to be hard to hear, but for some of you, it is the same magic that is pushing this person away because they don't appreciate all that you are and all that you bring. So you have help from otherworldly beings, from the, you know, unseen realms that's really shaking you loose and giving you freedom from this situation, although you may be so hurt by this and you don't see it as a gift. It's being given to you as a gift. Some of you just have, yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. This became a relationship reading. There's heartbreak here, and it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be tough, but there's a need for this to happen so that you can progress in life. For some of you, you have the fair people around you. You might see them out the corner of your eye. Some of you may be drawn to the fair people. You may start researching them. Now, if you're not in a relationship currently, this is a relationship from the past, and you're still holding the feelings of this and you need to let it go. If you're not experiencing this and you're watching, then this is something that's coming. But the divine wants you to choose yourself. And they're telling me you haven't done that often enough. And now's the time. One more card for those watching. Yeah, you're in this state. And it's time. They're telling me to shit or get off the pot. You know, like both this right here. No. This is a match made in hell because there's no progress. There's no growth. You know, some of you, this person has hurt you so much in the past that a part of you has kind of shut down, but you're still in it and you have to let it go. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. You're going to be okay. If this resonated, please drop in the comments how it did, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.